Hey guys, just a quick update on that Uber shader I made yesterday or whatever day whenever you're watching this. Um, Not much has changed, but just a quick recap. This was the Uber shader that kind of lets you tweak whatever about the material that you want. If you want to turn roughness on and off, all that, go watch the other video. It's on my YouTube channel. However, what's interesting is the small update that I made. I'm gonna go ahead and delete those objects just so you know there's no movie magic or anything going on. So we're gonna go into it's gonna be in props. I just want another material ball just from scratch. Put it right there. Awesome. And yeah, if you read the tunnel by now, you know that the update to this shader is to allow the painting of like a wet look to it. So this is useful in scenarios where you know you're going to have objects around water that aren't necessarily going to contain water, but will get wet or might run through it and have a wettish look. So this will help painting that on the fly so you don't have to have additional textures or maps for that. I do not know how this will impact performance though. I will say that. So this could need a lot of future updates to actually like work well in terms of optimization. I haven't really used it extensively. I just kind of got it to work, so I don't know how this will impact performance, but it should be awesome for doing look dev on objects that go through water. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to apply this master material. I'm not really going to change anything, but I am going to minimize that. Oof. Oh, that's the material. I need to make an instance. Sorry, make an instance of this material. Just leave it the way that it is. Edit that instance. I'm not actually, like I said, I'm not going to change anything except for this wetness. So I'm going to turn on all three of these and enable my wet look. And just give this some color. I don't know, kind of the color that I want. Yeah, it might look weird here in the preview, but it'll turn out decent. I'll show you. Okay, it's maybe leave it around there. Maybe darken it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So go and drag this over here. Now I know what you're thinking. Ah, geez, dude, it's all wet. Well, kind of the point. So let's go into our paint tab, and we're actually going to swap these colors here and paint black over everything. And I'm sure you're going to get, you're going to kind of get the gist of where this is going to go next. If we just start painting. Nice. See, we kind of have that wet look, and all of these parameters are tunable. So if we go back into our instance and decide that the water needs a little bit more of a roughness to it, and maybe it should have been a little brighter after all, and or whatever, maybe even make it a little darker and saturate it a little bit more. Maybe a little darker, maybe a little saturated. I don't know. At this point, I'm just showing you, whatever look I was going for. But this will help you get that wet look on there, and you can use whatever brushes. I haven't played with this much, so I don't really know how that looks, not gonna lie. But you can just arbitrarily paint areas that you want to look more wet, like if the bottom was leaking or whatever. So yeah, not much beyond that, but you can now easily make materials look wet. This will be awesome. I know in one of the projects that I'm currently working on, or I should say the only project I'm currently working on, we're going to have this vehicle kind of go through a part of one of the maps that's going to like be actual water, and it's going to be awesome to not have to make another texture to just get that wet look, and that is exactly what I want. So granted, I would spend more time actually painting this to the look that I want, but you get the gist. You can very easily make things look wet, or if you needed, go into the eraser, and no, I don't actually know how to erase, but you get the gist. Although I guess if I wanted, I could just switch this to black and start painting black over it. Same difference, right? And again, it relies all around the brush, so if you wanted it to be a little less, but maybe more fall off or something, it's gonna work the same way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The only caveat here, and there might be a tweak that I need to do for this, but by default, it uses the red channel of the vertex colors, and I think that all vertices rather, are painted white upon creation of an object. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look into that more. So when you do apply this material to an object after enabling the wetness parameter here, it will look wet by default, so you do have to swap your colors or just make sure your paint is set to black and then fill it first before you go about and paint it. But yeah, see, if we wanted to have less fall off or something, whatever you need to do to get the look you want. So with that, I am going to end this video. Yeah, thanks for watching.